Hey guys, how's it going? This is Brother Lee. I am making this screencast to go over some of the issues that some students are facing with the composition drawings. I have here some shapes, some ellipses and cubes or squares that I made up in Photoshop. And I'm going to move them around to kind of show you how to come up with a strong focal point and also show you how these values work to create that. Another thing to bring up is that a lot of drawings had some issues where just the focal point was like really dark or stood out, and the rest of the image was too kind of bland, I guess you could say, where there wasn't enough range of value, so they kind of died off. So I want to show you how you can use all of these things and still create a strong focal point and a good composition. Okay, so we have 3 ellipses and 4 squares. Let's see, let's move this one. So I mentioned in some of the posts that I made that in these drawings, because we're not working with color, your strongest tools in creating a good focal point are going to be the contrast in value and position. So position-wise, remember the golden section or the rule of thirds, where if you, let's see, let's take this black ellipse, positioning it within, say, so this is a 9 by 12. 1/3 of 12 is 4. So along that line is 1/3 of the image. So a position like that is a good place to put your focal point. Let's get rid of that. So with these shapes, let me show you that you can make a good focal point with not just a dark shape, but also a light shape as well. And it just really, all that matters is, or the strongest point is to make it a good contrast to what's around it. So it's a relationship to everything else around it. And so right now in this composition, if you squint your eyes so that they're half closed, almost closed, well, let's move this one a little bit so it's a little bit clearer. Which shape pops out to you the most? It should be the white ellipse, and that's because of its contrast to the dark background. Does that make sense? Now, vice versa, if we move this white sphere down here, and let's move some of these squares around, just so I can show you that it doesn't matter where these things are. Okay, how about this? Okay, now squint again. Which shape pops out to you first? It should be the black ellipse, and that's because of its strong contrast to the white around it. So when you think of your focal point, you don't need to have just your focal point like pitch black and everything else light. You can move your shapes around, but just think about its relationship to what's around it. And that's kind of the main point here. Let's see, anything else I need to bring up? Make sure that your shapes don't have lines around them. And I know sometimes it's hard to erase some of the lines when you're shading, so keep the lines light when you're first starting off. And let's see, texture-wise, some of the texture was kind of rough too in some of your drawings, so use well, this is going to be in graphite, your next drawing, so use your chamois or your blending stump, the rolled up piece of paper, to kind of smooth it out, or kind of shade more lightly with your pencil, and you can get a smoother effect. So hopefully you guys are able to use this video or it's beneficial for you. If you have any questions, let me know, and good luck with your project. Thanks.